Hi. Hey YouTube world, I am back with another video and say hi Q. As you saw in the thumbnail, I am so disappointed and so excited at the same time. What they all have said out there is 100% true. Okay, bye. Is a love-hate relationship. And here are my opinions on it and why you should not buy a Lady Dior, at least a vintage one. So let's kind of just get right into it. And for those of you that are wondering, do I only wear black tops that are racerback? Kind of, yes, it's like my uniform, okay? So, but you know, it's like 80 degrees here in Chicago today. So that's why I'm back to wearing my, you know, racerback tank tops that are black, and it literally matches with everything, right? And then of course, if I want to wear a jacket over it, I definitely can, but it was hot enough that I'm wearing shorts today. So anyways, back to what I was saying. I recently purchased this from the Japanese vintage market, and I feel like when I received it, I was so excited to finally have a Lady Dior, adding it to my collection, right? And I used it the other night when I went out. And again, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, definitely give me a follow because I show you a lot of food that I eat and it's delicious. So if you enjoy looking at food and of course pretty things like handbags and how I style them, definitely follow me on Instagram and check out my stories. And of course, if there are any deals, I always make sure to share it with you. Again, if I haven't gone to the item myself, I want to share it with you so that you can get a deal whenever possible. So anyways, so this particular one is the medium size and it's the vintage one, right? So it is not in pristine condition, which I was okay with. And this is the one with the opening. And you see how I'm doing this just to show you? Yes, that is my biggest pet peeve about bags. And I've talked about this before. If you haven't seen that video of 5 reasons why I let bags go, I generalized it with hobo bags, but this one is like on a category of its own. But the reason why I didn't really like hobo bags in the first place is because of the zippers and how you have to like reach your hand in there and kind of just like scrape your hand. So I'll show you what fits in a little bit here, but that is my biggest gripe with this. But other than that, I'm not gonna go into too much detail about the Lady Dior because we've seen it a million times. Technically, this is a 22-year-old bag. And this really goes to show that the quality that Dior has to offer is really good, right? Any big luxury that you prefer to buy the vintage version of, this goes to show that they just don't make them like they used to anymore, right? So if you look at this, the leather, there's no crinkling, it's still puffy. I'm sure whoever used this took decent care of it, but there is some corner wear. I think this one's the worst one. And then there's a little bit of corner wear here, but barely noticeable. And then of course there's this one, just showing you all 4 corners. And I love how the Lady Dior has feet at the bottom. The biggest scuff that you see on the handle is right here. But the gold hardware is pristine. There's not even any scratches on there. So if I really cared and I didn't want to show this portion of it, I can definitely put like a twilly on this. And you probably should just because it is lambskin. So I was using this the other night and it's just completely gorgeous. I know most people do have gripe about like the handle falling. I didn't really have that issue because if you were to set it down like this and then you kind of like let it sit like this and on top, if you don't really like touch it or mess with it, it kind of just stays up. So, you know, flipping it over like this, it's actually kind of hard. You see how this one's like kind of stable and it doesn't really move or drop and flop to the side. So I don't really have a really big issue when it comes to the top handle, but oh my goodness, when it comes to the inside of it, let me just kind of show you. So I got my 3 items that I've been using before, right? Like my Gucci cosmetic pouch, my little Mulberry card holder, and then some sunglasses. So if I want to put something in here, you see how I have to like pry it open? It's like I'm prying open oysters or something. I don't know. That's just how I feel. And I have to like pry it open just to put stuff in, or if I'm reaching for it, I have to like pry it open. I'm surprised there's like no structural damage to this bag just from people like prying it open and trying to see what is actually inside your bag. So you see how it's not even that thick, right? This is not that bulky. So I have to like shove it in there. And the same thing. Once you get the stuff, like your items into the bag, it actually, there's plenty of room in there. It's just the opening. So, and then if you want to take a look at what's in your bag, it's like, it's a mystery. I don't know. I'm pulling, it's like the lottery. Like, I don't know if I reach my hand in there, I want to pull something out. I don't know what I might get. So really, I don't understand why they didn't change. I mean, obviously the new version, if you got a newer version of a Lady Dior, they've got the flap one. But then people are also complaining about that, saying that the flap is really annoying, right? So if you're a person that is functional and really want easy access into your bag because you have to go in and out of it quite often, definitely do not get the vintage version. Maybe think about getting the updated version, the newer version. That might be a little bit more functional. But if I were a bag designer, I'm just trying to think how I would design this to make it a really easy access. If I were a bag designer, I would say for this portion of it, because there's these metal loops, so that a lot of that gets in a way, right? Same thing with the flat bags. They have these metal loops, but this is the iconic portion of the bag. So you definitely do not want to change how this structurally looks, right? So I would probably just leave it open. Like, why can't you design a version where it's just an open compartment? Or if you want, just have one little strap where it has a magnetic, enclosure where it just sticks to the side, right? And then the rest of this portion could be open, right? Security, I know people care about the security of the bag, but functionality over security all day, every day. So that way it gives the consumer or whoever is wearing this bag an option to put like maybe an insert with a zipper in it, like kind of like the Dior book tote, right? Where you can just have an insert with a zipper in it if you really care about security. For me, I feel like this is a small enough bag that I wouldn't mind having it open. Even if it's open, like people can reach their hand in, but it's like such a, you hear that? It's such a loud bag that if you were to wear it and someone wants to pickpocket you, I think it would make a lot of ruckus for you to not notice that you're being pickpocketed. For me, I'm not worried, unless I'm going internationally and traveling, I'm not worried about being pickpocketed. I'm very conscious of where the placement of my bag is, and usually it's in front. If I know I'm going somewhere like a sports game or a concert, then obviously I would not bring this bag. There's a time and place for a bag like this. If I'm going out to dinner, security is not like a big concern to me. So I just wanted to do a quick video and talk about my gripes about this bag. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna probably use it a couple more times before I decide to do so. And this is like the perfect color for a Lady Dior, especially for this fall. Look at how gorgeous this caramel color is. And I'm a complete sucker for gold hardware. So is this my dream Dior bag? I don't know if there is a dream Lady Dior bag for me just because of the opening. It really ruins the bag. I'm so upset right now. But, if it was just an open enclosure, I would 100% keep this bag. But I am up in the air right now. I might use it a couple times and then make a final decision on this. I know there is always a demand for Lady Dior. They definitely do not hold their value. A new medium, how much are they right now? They're like $6,400 plus tax, right? That's so ridiculous. So if you want to buy a brand new Lady Dior, go for it. It's your money. But in my opinion, I would never purchase a Lady Dior full price from the retail, from the store or the boutique. But that's just my opinion. And then also I do one more thing before I kind of wrap this up here. I do like the strap. The strap is in pristine condition and it is a little bit thinner. I do like how the new one actually has a thicker strap so that it's much more comfortable, but that is something that is more of a preference. And I love how you can, put on the crook of your arm as well as, use it as a quick shoulder strap. It is not adjustable, so something to think about. But for this particular bag, regardless if you want to use it on the crook of your arm or if you want to use it as a shoulder strap, either way looks phenomenally gorgeous, right? This is just such a gorgeous bag. It's a work of art. So hopefully this kind of helps you of my love-hate relationship with this particular bag instantly. It didn't even take me long to figure that out, that I have a love-hate relationship for this bag. So if you are in the market of purchasing a Lady Dior and you care more about the aesthetics and not so much the functionality, just because most people do use this as like an evening bag, then, you know, definitely look on places in their secondary markets, whether it's eBay or, you know, Fashion File. Do not pay full price. Please don't. So I really hope you enjoy this quick review. It's not really unboxing because there's 1,000 unboxings of Lady Dior's out there. So I'm not going to do a traditional unboxing here, but I really hope you enjoy my rambly comments and opinions about this bag. Feel free to disagree. Let me know down in the comments section. Do you love this particular color? Let me know. Life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can somehow adult easier and hopefully less than retail. See you next time.